Good morning, Castaic. My name is Christopher Casey.
And I'm Izzy Caliburn Triple. Welcome to GMC's 4th episode.
For this episode, we have some very important segments for you today. To start us off, we have a segment honoring the passing of Chadwick Boseman. After that, Jamie Lee Hyde brings us up to date to some positive things that are going on in the world right now. And to top it off, Chase Oliveira brings us a brand new, not necessarily the news story.
Get ready because Good Morning Castaic starts now.
Wake up for an adventure with anchors Izzy Caliburn Tribble and Christopher Casey, with reports from Jamie Lee Hyde, Henry Swindell, and Chase Oliveira. This is Good Morning Castaic.
Hey Izzy, did you hear about the unfortunate news about Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah, I was so sad to hear, especially since people all over the world look up to Chadwick for hope.
Chadwick Boseman's death was a surprise to all that heard the news, especially when the public had no idea about his medical condition.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Let's hand it over to Henry Swindell with the news of Chadwick's passing.
Hollywood lost a legend this week with the passing of Chadwick Boseman after a 4-year battle with cancer. Chadwick was known for his integrity and commitment to choosing powerful and inspiring roles. Today, we take a look at some of his most iconic work.
Chadwick began his career acting and directing for stage, then moved into TV in the early 2000s. Even as a struggling actor, he refused to perpetuate stereotypes. He was fired from a soap opera after objecting to his character's backstory. Chadwick represented historical figures throughout his career. In what is viewed as his breakthrough role, Chadwick portrayed the first black Major League Baseball player, Jackie Robinson, in the film 42. Chadwick was then cast as the godfather of soul, Jackie Brown, in the 2014 film Get On Up. Chadwick then went on to star in Marshall, a 2017 film about the first black Supreme Court Justice, Thurgood Marshall. In 2016, Chadwick gave us a groundbreaking performance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe when he brought Black Panther to life in Captain America: Civil War. Chadwick's portrayal of the king and superhero protector of a vibrant and technologically advanced African country was so compelling that it led to its own standalone movie, Black Panther, in 2018. Black Panther became the MCU's first leading black superhero, an important cultural milestone. Chadwick championed to honor African culture and language. The Black Panther team accomplished their goal of proving that audiences wanted diverse and inclusive superheroes. Thanks to Chadwick's performance, Black Panther is the third highest grossing superhero film in history, bringing in more than $1 billion worldwide. All over social media, people are writing and posting tributes to Chadwick Boseman. His talent, integrity, and his commitment to giving audiences positive characters will be missed. This has been Henry Swindell reporting for Good Morning Castaic.
Chadwick Boseman was an incredible actor and will always be remembered.
Now, these past couple months have been really hard for a lot of people. There hasn't been a lot of good going on right now.
I know, right? It seems like all I hear about is coronavirus and all the negative things going on.
Same, but luckily for us, GMC's Jamie Lee Hyde is here to brighten things up with her good news stories.
Some people may say that 2020 hasn't been the best year so far. Between coronavirus, Australia catching on fire, and almost a World War III, the news has been so focused on showing us the bad things going on, they haven't taken the time to showcase the little good things. Number 1. Pollution is dropping. Due to the current pandemic, everybody is staying inside. The level of air pollutants and warming gases are down almost 50% compared to last year. Even our ocean pollution is dropping. Scientists predict that marine life could recover from human interaction in the next 30 years. Number 2. Following the horrific wildfires in Australia back in January that burned over 2.5 million acres, it is now safe to start releasing koalas back into their natural habitat. Number 3. Young gorillas have learned how to dismantle poachers' traps in the wild. Recently, scientists got an alert that a young gorilla was trapped, but when they arrived at the scene, 2 other young gorillas were already hard at work taking apart the trap. Even during a worldwide pandemic, there is still good in the world. For Good Morning Castaic, this is Jamie Lee Hyde.
Thanks, Jamie Lee. It's nice to know that we have some great things going on in our world today.
Hopefully, we can keep this positive mindset with us.
But first, we would like to share some announcements with you.
If you are interested in the Coyote Improv team, you can email hmystery@heartdistrict.org for more information on this. Here, students will get together and do games, comedy, and all in all, have fun. The improv team meets on Monday from 2:30 to 3:30 and will meet for the first time on September 14th.
We'd also like to mention that Castaic High School has a Bring Change to Mind crisis line, which is available to all students. This line is available 24/7 and will give you confidential support. All you need to do is text BC2M to 741-741 and you could get some free help through text.
Now, back to the show.
In addition to this positive news report, we have some other funny news segments for you. This one is brought to us by GMC's Chase Oliveira, and it's about aliens sightings in Castaic. We hope you enjoy.
This terrifying morning in Castaic, California will go down in history as the first ever officially documented close encounter of the third kind. Our choppers are currently getting live footage of the UFOs right now, but before we see them, let's hear what this witness has to say. Yo, man, they were just there. There was a big shadow, and it came over, and then big lights, and they were like, pew, pew, pew. And then I just was sitting there, and it went, pew, landed right there in my backyard, and I didn't know what to do, so I called the cops. But then the cops, they never showed up, and I didn't know what to do, man. The reason the police never showed up is because earlier that morning, the aliens destroyed the entire police force, so we wouldn't be protected. Yeah, man, now that we don't have a police force, those aliens are gonna beat us up. Fortunately for us, the American alien fighters have just recently tweeted that they are coming to fight the aliens. Meanwhile, our GMC choppers are broadcasting exclusive footage of the aliens' base.
The aliens have taken over Castaic High School. They're deconstructing it. I think they want to make it their base.
Everyone is leaving their house, crowding around and running away from the aliens, completely ignoring their pandemic precautions.
But I just figured if we stayed inside and minded our own business, that they'd just kind of get bored and go away or something. And nothing's open right now due to COVID, so I can't even see why aliens would want to be here.
We are here because on our own planet we had corona too, but we made bad mistakes and we want to come here to fix our problems. As we destroy all you humans and take over your world, we are having fun dance parties because happiness is true freedom and good.
Fortunately, there have been no casualties so far, but there's a big day ahead of us. This has been Chase Oliveira reporting for Good Morning Castaic.
Wow, who knew we'd be getting some new visitors this quarantine?
Yeah, hope they get that figured out soon.
Now, before we wrap up our show for today, we have a few more announcements.
First off, we'd like to thank all of the people who went to the Amici's fundraiser last night to support our band and choir group. It was such a blast.
We would also like to tell anyone interested in writing, photography, or editing that our school journalism is now looking for students with any of these interests. To those of you interested in this, you can visit tinyurl.com/castaicjournalism and fill out the form to apply. This club is responsible for our online school news article titled The Daily Howl. Don't forget to check that out.
We also have another club available called Chance Tutoring Club. In this club, you can give and receive free tutoring to peers. If you're interested, please email President Shannon Smith for more information or visit brightteen.weebly.com.
Finally, we would like to remind everyone that if you want to show support for our Castaic cheer team, please check out the merchandise they're now selling in the ASB student store. You can find this by going to the Castaic High School website, going under ASB, and finding where it says ASB student store. Make sure to check it out.
And with that, we wrap up our 4th episode of Good Morning Castaic.
Make sure to check out our Twitter and Instagram page at GM Castaic. You can also watch replays of our shows on our YouTube channel.
Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, Coyotes, and we'll see you on the next edition of Good Morning Castaic.